Oh, hi. Fancy meeting you here in this little old place. I'm Tish, and this is Echo Echo. Sorry, I was it's a new thing that I'm using to introduce the stream, and I didn't realize it just went, "Oop, oh, stop." How we going, everybody? Hello, Lisa. Mm, I'm sort of eating breakfast. It's 1 p.m. I go to bed late when I can. And yeah, started the stream yesterday watching Courtney's live from Turkey, and she called herself professional international traveler. Um yeah, me too. I'm just not traveling at the moment. She's gone to Turkey, but there was the Fraser Brooks Dare to Dream. Oh, that's great, Melody. Yeah, we it was interesting, and I couldn't hear it, but some of the audience could hear Kelsey Rhae in the background of uh, of Courtney's, and we're gonna watch Kelsey Rhae's today. And I've got my tarot deck because I've been house hunting, and um, like it just gives me a little something to focus on, so I'm not. Ah, uh, I'm not sort of like thinking, "Oh God, why haven't I found a house yet?" So then I can have a look. I'm also over on TikTok and Twitch. So hello, TikTok and Twitch. TikTok was weird. The chat doesn't come up in TikTok. So, and I had my Free Palestine background on yesterday, and somebody in the TikTok audience asked me a question about it, and I'm like, go away. There's very few people in the world at the moment who don't think that Israel is committing a genocide. I'm sorry about it, but it just is what it is. Not sorry, really. Yeah, so the ladies, the gals, the girlies, the girls have gone to Turkey, and Courtney gave us. So we started out with Courtney's text post, which was also Kelsey Ray's text post. Okay, cool. Hello, eclectic Mima, and we'll catch it on the replay, Melody. Yeah, we in the text post it. So Courtney put the post up, and then was she cut and paste Kelsey Ray's post. And basically it was like, you can't believe how much we are gonna like smash this business, and we've got the blueprint, and you've never seen anything like this before, and it's just gonna be, amazing. We're going next level results. And then we watched Courtney's video. It was the same old, same old. And it just makes you realize how much of a scam these coaching courses are, because that's what it's about. It's about prolonging the love for network marketing. Maybe is it genuine? Do they love network marketing? Probably, but I think they love the money more. Network marketing sounds like a nightmare. I've never done it. I'm one of these creators who've never been in an MLM. But It seems so time consuming. Yes. Exactly. Eclectic Mima. And yeah, like, Courtney girl, Herbalife has acquired. Prove it. You got a deadline of 2 years, and Herbalife may just get rid of you, and they might be Herbalife ketones. Because I think I can recall Erin saying something like, um, oh, no, she didn't know for sure if they had purchased things like the lawsuit, like they were gonna, um, you know, sort of take the lawsuit on as a part of buying Prove It, because Brian got 30 million dirt cheap, considering what it is and considering how much they've made. Um, and maybe they've absorbed the lawsuits, maybe they now own the patents. We don't know. We don't know the exact details. So, mm, that's interesting. And then the other thing that I was posing, if you weren't here yesterday, was that perhaps Courtney is already in an AGIC because she was taking an Anespa. Oh, really? I was in Avon for a few months, worst of my life. They fired me for not buying enough. I remember winning a makeover for Avon. Hello, Natasha. And when I was like 18 or 19, and I've never been a makeup wearer, like, and I thought I looked terrible, you know, and I, I think if I say this, everybody's going to be like, yep, I get it. Avon has like a smell that I associate with it. It's kind of like a suffocating rose smell, like not a nice rose, but like that artificial suffocating smell, like when you like if you hug your dear old great grandmother and you're like, I love her, but I need to buy her some new perfume. Anyway, yeah. Hello, Liz. Yeah, so my I had a thought that she might be in an adject because Joshua, who they're separated, and she revealed the other day they've been separated since September. She sure was playing the part of being like cheered up for a long time. And she brought in an Esper. Ah, ah, I love that, Demi. I wonder if that's why my mum hates floral scents. She was in Avon for a few years. Yes. It's very distinct. Um, ah, Natasha. I know. Ah, you know what sucks though? That they had a tea rose perfume for kids. It's obvious that they're trying to, like take over that sort of market. Yeah. So Courtney brought the Anespa, which is an Enagic product, on holidays with her. On her it wasn't a holiday, she was going to a conference, but she brought the Anespa. So I had a thought she might be in it. Josh is in it, and she may have been recruited by him. So everybody who buys product uh in Agic gets distributorship rights, so everyone can be a distributor. Okay. So Courtney basically was just going over stuff. She talked about, it was very vague. It was very, you're not ready for us, blah blah blah. We're gonna smash this, and it was all the stuff that they get indoctrinated with when they go to live events. It was like what she was after GoPro. And you think about it. Yeah, exactly. You think about what she's been running on as far as adrenaline goes. GoPro was in October. Then they had, was it Epic with Prove It? I think they had Epic, or they did have a Prove It event, and her and Kelsey Rhae, that's when they just started covering or doing their next level results thing. And then now we've got this one. So she's just been going like basically every couple of months, she's got an event. And I don't think Kelsey Ray did GoPro, but she went to the other thing. So it's like, are they filling their cup? Gross. Sorry. Um, yeah, exactly, Lisa. Um, are they filling their cup because it's just running out so quickly that they just get like they're up and then they're down because it's just like it's such a fall off, and it used to be that they would be able to ride on that adrenaline for longer, but reality hits a bit quicker these days. You haven't got as big of a downline, the company's been sold, like looking at the leadership group of Prove It, who used to be in her leadership group. We talked about this yesterday, how most of the people who were in Colombia, they're not there anymore. Or they're not close to Courtney anymore. Like be a boss babe, she moved away. Like they're all very separate. So it's interesting to see. So I'm crapping on here. I think we will, Lisa, we'll be listening to if Courtney says anything that seems like that's a bit smart for her. She's probably repeating for something. Okay, I'm gonna pull a. So this is my very pretty tarot deck. It's a bit shiny. Sorry. Come on, get my face out of the way so that are you gonna focus? Come on. Silly. Oh my god, I can't get it to focus. You can sort of see it. It comes in a pack. It was in this coffin box, but the coffin box has a little soundy thing in it, and when you open the coffin, it goes like that, like it's creaky. Sorry, I don't know if I got a little bit quiet then because my mic was turned down. The other thing we realized the other day that my mic has been around the wrong way for 6 months, and Auntie Lushy told me always go with what Auntie Lushy thinks. She's on top of stuff. So it's around the right way now. I felt like such an idiot. And she told me a month ago that it was the wrong way around, and it took me a month to check. Okay, well, I'm going to pull a card for Courtney. Let's pull a card for Courtney. All right. So let's see what's Courtney got in front of her. Now, this is called the Macabre Tarot. It is a little bit more darker than like your general tarot deck. Well, the coffin box is nice, but I think I might take the battery out of it because I just don't. It was a novelty at first, but I was like, okay, thanks, great. I have probably nearly 10 tarot decks. I've got my original Rider Waite, um, but it's missing the Tower card. And if anyone knows the Tower card, it's a card of chaos, catastrophe, loss, blah blah blah. I know, Liz. So I'm like, yeah, and so, so my Rider Waite deck is the only one where I'm missing the Tower card. But everything else I should have. I think I get that I've got a Tower card, but I'm not that sad that I don't have my Tower card for the Rider Waite. Um, all right, let's go, Court. We're going to pull a card for you. Let's go. Ooh, okay, so it's the Six of Crystals. So the crystals, I think, are meant to be so this deck has bones, crystals, daggers, and I think they have cups. Yeah, just normal cups. All right. So we can see the hand. The hand. So the way I like to do it is you have a little look at the picture and you sort of like think about the symbolism in the picture. We've got kind of like a ghostly hand with something dripping. And then we've got some big crystals, some little crystals, but they've got some sharp edges. So yeah, I think crystals are go with pentagrams. That's like the equivalent. Pentagrams, wands, cups, and coins. Oh no, I think crystals are coins. Okay. Hello, Holly. Okay, so let me have a look. So wands are bones, swords are daggers, pentacles are crystals. Okay, so it is crystals, pentacles. So a six of crystals. Yeah, it kind of looks like that. Ooh. Now, I do one thing that's a little bit different from some readers, which is I don't do reverse. I don't do reverse reading. I just go with the reading. Just something I've never I had a feeling about and I just don't do it. Okay, so this one it says she has a generous spirit. Not every coin must go to an investment or self-indulgence. There's something to be said for making others comfortable and secure. Your hard-earned money, come on, tarot deck, hard-earned money, uh, may need to find its way into the hands of another with no expectation of return. Ooh, okay, okay, that's interesting. Could it be something to do with like having money for the kids, putting money away for a rainy day, something like that, you know? Like, because the picture, it does seem as if like yeah, you're giving money, but it's almost like you're just releasing it. Could this be a good thing for her? Maybe. The normal, and I also do like to look up what like a normal six of pentacles, like because that's a specific deck. Six of Pentacles. Quit scamming your downline. Yes, 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 yes. Um. Oh. Okay. So the normal Six of Pentacles says you are in a secure enough position to give to others without affecting your own stability. Yeah. Stop scamming your downline. Um. It symbolizes giving and receiving in abundance, fairness, balance, and the importance of sharing resources. It can represent both financial success and the ability to share that success with others, as well as being open to receiving help and gifts. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. And because I don't read upside down, it's possible that it could be the all the opposite of that. Ooh. Okay. Let's go. We're gonna start watching Kelsey Rhae. I'm gonna eat my yogurt and we will pull a card for if you want me to pull a card for you, let me know and I will pull a card for you. And yeah, we can do and we can have I love a couple of years ago, I think, we did Clowntown and I did tarot reading with Savannah and Karina, and I just loved that group interpretation, like and it was like, "Oh, yeah, and this and this and this," and it was really, really cool to sort of, like, think about it from different perspectives because it's media literacy, you know what I mean? Like, it's like art literacy where we're going, "Okay, what are my shapes? What are my colors? What's my balance? And, what does this symbolize?" And so I think it's really cool when we can do that. Okay, 20 minutes in, Tish, let's go. This is nice though. I think it's fun. All right, so the other thing we talked about yesterday was that Kelsey Ray she did this video where
Hey, it's Kelsey Rhae.
she showed us her earwax. It was a bad time, almost as bad as when I accidentally saw her OnlyFans picture. Savannah can sympathize with me there because I know that she had to look at a fair bit when she did the super deep dive on it. Ooh, that sounds cool, Demi. Hi, Tori. Yeah, so uh yeah, seeing Kelsey Ray. So if you have not seen Savannah's deep dive on Kelsey Ray, masterpiece. Amazing. So good. And yeah, we did definitely we're war buddies because of that, I tell you. All right, I'll take him back to the start because she's haying from Kelsey Raying. No, she's from Charleston, North Carolina. Is that where Charleston is? I can't remember. Okay.
Hey, it's Kelsey Rhae coming at you live from Antalya, Turkey. I think I said that right. I have a ring light. Courtney's currently in the room. It is 1 a.m. here. Let me just start by saying that, okay? If you're watching this live right now, drop a 1 in the comments. If you're watching the replay, you can put a number 2. It's 1 a.m. here, and you're probably Eastern or Central, so it's probably like 6 or 7 o'clock for you, or maybe 5 or 6, or anyways, it's a big time difference. So my brain is all out of sorts. I feel like all out of whack. So what I'm gonna do.
I can't believe Courtney didn't say what time it was. I can't believe it's 1 a.m. and both of them got on to go live. I mean, I know they were going to a conference, but damn, like, get some sleep. How Courtney was traveling for 20 hours. Like, it's okay to go to sleep and tell us in the morning. God damn.
I'm gonna show you guys my nightly routine while I walk you through an update of my day and what that looked like because it was crazy. I want to know in the comments below what's the longest you guys have like ever traveled, because for sure this is the longest that I have ever traveled. And I've been to Colombia, I've been to the Dominican Republic, I've been to I think like 5 different countries. I don't
Um, you know that is where South America is close to North America, girly. Of course that's not long. Yeah, nothing like being present at an event. Yeah, that's right. Why are you so scattered? I saw how much product Courtney brought on this. She shouldn't be scattered. She should be fine. And she has that chill, keto chill or whatever it is. Is that what it is? I can't remember now. Ugh. Um, the other day I saw this woman do a live in actual shirt, and I couldn't believe it. Until then, I thought she only owned bra tops. I know. And it was snowing one day there in South Carolina. Maybe she's like, I work with a music teacher. Um, and when we went to New Zealand, like with the band, um, the most that she put on was like a spray jacket. I'm like, how the hell are you not cold? She just never used to get cold. So maybe that's what she is. Um, Also, 40 hours for me is the longest I've ever traveled. Um, so I think that like 20 hours is pretty good. I don't know, because living in Australia, well, going to Japan is like 10 hours, and then going to New Zealand is like 3 or 4. So yeah, mental clarity for the win.
I don't know. I'm kind of losing track at this point. Hi Monique, hi Tracy, hi Terry. What's up, y'all? Say hi, say hello. Listen, everything's different here. The Wi-Fi is different. Everything is different here. Have y'all ever been to Turkey? Give me a yes or no in the comments. So if you did not know, I am here in Turkey for 5 days for a business event. And when I say business event, it's basically like I bought a ticket to an event that's going to teach me how to do what I do better. So social media, marketing, sales, just the entire industry. Because if there's one thing I've learned over the past 6 years is like, if you want to make a living, go get a 9-to-5 job. If you want to make millions, you've got to build a business in selling something, whether it's yourself or a service or a product, or maybe it's somebody else's product or whatever it is. You're going to have to learn sales. You're going to have to learn.
Mm, I don't know. Have you met actors? They make millions. They're not in sales. I mean, not technically, their skill is acting. They do have to sell themselves as concepts, true. Mus- Musicians, CEOs, like some people genuinely make money from like being an accountant, you know? Uh, Landscaping. If you're really good at it, artists, yeah, artists sell, but that's not what it's about. I know a lot of artists don't do that. Yeah, exactly. You can do that in Charleston for free. Uh, is everything different in Turkey, Kelsey Ray? Who would have thought? Yeah, sales is not the only business where you can earn millions. Just saying. Like, there's quite a few doctors, yep. There's quite a few. Uh, oh, it's not a Prove It event, Holly. It's a Dare to Dream Fraser Brooks event. And I don't know why he chose Turkey. Maybe there was some sort of like thing that got him to choose it, but the next year's one, he does a different international place every year, and the next one's in Barcelona. Barcelona's amazing. PS, if you ever get to go, amazing. Uh, yeah, people who work in the mines here can earn millions in Australia. I will have earned millions by the end of my career. Maybe I already have. Because at the moment I am on 6 figures a year. So, like, not everyone's in sales, girlfriend.
Marketing, like to some extent, however you make money outside of your 9-to-5 job is going to include those things. And so what I do is I actually help people learn how to grow a following on social media. I help people how to learn how to show up and create content about their real authentic life to where they don't feel like they have to fake it or become someone that they're not, or anything crazy, or send those cold, nasty, weird messages to people saying
Bloody hell. Okay, what was I saying? This is a girl who changed all of her content in the last month to being about RVs. Yeah. Thanks, everybody. I'm sorry. I didn't even realize I put the muted button on. It's see because I can face it, and when it's red, it's mute, and I can actually see it now because I'm facing it the right way. Anyway, yeah, all of her content for the last month has been about RVs, and she's been like saying, "Oh, follow along with me on my RV journey, which I live full time in an RV. Come and do this with me." And it's like, girl, you've been living in an RV for a month. You are not an expert. She did it with the Airbnb. She's been doing it with the fitness thing, and she's did it with unschooling. Did it with fucking sourdough bread starters, and then she did it with crock pot meals. Like, she's always got something, and it's not authentic. She jumps from content to content. Was it? She was at the house, and look, those two seem to be fighting against something. Maybe they're getting some pushback in the DMs because they have been very touchy feely on their like socials, like kissing and stuff. And I'm like, it's okay, girl. You can go and get a booty call from your ex. It's fine. Um, who cares what people think? Yeah, Kelsey Rhae thinks she knows everything. She's even unschooling her children. Yes. And she proudly says she doesn't have a GED. And even though she's a convicted attempted murderer, she was on house arrest for however long. She's that. Would Kelsey Rhae have been on house arrest if she was black? I don't think so. That's just my opinion, of course, because the legal system does seem to favor someone who looks like Kelsey Rhae. Uh, yeah, even though the RV is nice, Kelsey is going to hate being in an RV. She does like fancy string things, and those need storage. Absolutely. She does. And that's why she doesn't have money now, because she has admitted that yeah, um, she has admitted that they spent the money when she was making like lots and lots of money. Yeah, no, she would definitely be in prison if she was black, being an attempted murderer. Yeah, she could have got her GED then, did she? No. And she's trying to teach her kids how to do this. She wants her kids to be entrepreneurs because she thinks schools are controlling. Girl, mm-mm. Like, do I try to present, different things, uh, exposing the kids, my students to. So I had this drama class. They broke everything. They just wreck everything that I would give them. Not all the kids, but a big majority of them, and they just expected that these things would be provided to them. And I was sharing it with one of my other colleagues, and because I had one day off, and so one of my colleagues would take that other day off, and I did a lesson where they um how do they how can you appreciate what you get, because they were like not appreciating what they get, and the school's only 5 or 6 years old, and so everything's brand new. There's so much good stuff at that school, and compared to other schools, my god, they are privileged AF. And so I put like, here's what you get. Here's some statistics about people who finish school. Here's what's happening in Palestine, scholasticide. And scholasticide is when you get rid of all the schooling places, and it's a form of genocide because it is trying to make people sort of like not be able to continue. And there's no universities, there's no schools, everything's bombed, and it's a part of genocide. And so I wanted to do that because I wanted them to see. And we looked at the death count of the children, and I tried to get them to reflect on that. So yeah, if that's trying to control kids by making them aware of the wider world, I'm okay with that. And like Natasha says, only a narcissist doesn't want their children to be more educated than them. Mic drop on that one. And it's not schools that are controlling, it's MLMs. Indeed. 100%.
Hey, I have a product. I think you'd love it. Give me a yes in the chat. Okay, if you guys have ever gotten a cold message from somebody, it is not fun. That has ruined this industry. What I'm telling you is the same as every other type of business structure out there. Every single business in the world is shaped like a pyramid. The people who are just starting out, entry level, they're going to start at the bottom. Who's going to go to the top? The winners. The winners are going to go to the top. And I'm going to teach you how to be a winner. Most of you guys, you probably already feel that inside of your soul.
Is it 2016? Did we go back in time? Because that argument is bunk. Like, seriously. It's not about the structure. It's about the way the money flows, Kelsey Rhae. In an MLM, it flows from the bottom up. And in a normal business, it flows from the top down. And everybody gets paid in a business for the hours that they work. That's not the case in MLM, sweetheart.
Okay, 6 years ago, I was a single mom. And I knew since I was a young child, I have always known in my heart that I was meant for greatness. Like, can I get an amen in the comments? If you guys relate to this in any way, like, I always.
Kelsey, how much of JLW's downline did you get? Good night, Liz. Pretty sure you got some of that too. Not as much as Courtney, but she got some. Yeah, definitely. Every top leader in the empire was placed. Everyone. And was given people and maybe even given volume. So it's not a bridge contract. It's, but you still get the advantage. But this type of exceptionalism where it's like, I'm special. No, you fucking not. You weren't destined for greatness. You weren't. And you're not famous. You're infamous. Like, I can't believe I can, though, that she thinks that what she's doing is in her destiny to be great. Do you know what I mean? What does greatness mean, and does it mean more money? Well, first thing she started with was, I was a single mother. So what, were you great then or not? Because single mothers, people who persist, single parents who provide for their family no matter what, they're great. They're destined for greatness. And especially if they do it without scamming people with an MLM. And also, if they work and their children are in childcare, they're still present parents. So if they're ready with that, this, why they think this is because they're told this. in the love bombing stage of recruitment. She wants to tell people, she's like, put a one in the chat if you think that you were destined for greatness. Who's she going to go and drop a DM to after this? Those people. And she's going to love bomb them and say, you were meant for greatness. Absolutely. And it's all a con just to recruit them.
Had this like internal like intuition or like wisdom. Like I always had this feeling that I was meant for really great things. I couldn't even explain it. And even 6 years ago when I tried to take over my sister's cleaning company, I was like, I'm going to build this the biggest and the best cleaning company in the world. It's going to be amazing. I have ambition. I am audacious. I have great drive. I also have a great work ethic. So I have, made $1 million in the past 6 years actually doing what I want to show you guys how to do. And so if that's something that you want to learn more about, you want to learn how to actually use your phone to make money instead of just scrolling and getting lost in the sauce, put a $sign in the comments below and we can have a conversation. If we've already had a conversation, maybe you haven't got a response from me, listen,
You didn't get rich off your phone. You got rich from recruiting. Also, were you hardworking and ambitious when you set a man up to get murdered? Where you told him that you were going to go on a date with him? Was that you working hard, being ambitious? Because she talks about being a convicted felon, but she didn't talk about the details. And we know the details. She has talked about them once. And that's how I know the details. And I've read articles about it. But yeah, like, no, girlfriend. That's not skill. It's not skill, and you can't teach that. You can't teach that. How can you teach something that you cannot replicate? You are not Jessie Lee. Courtney's not Jessie Lee. You don't have the same power or influence. Not in a million years. Did Jessie Lee rage bait? Yeah, she was rage baiting, actually. She was doing the, like antagonizing RV Ram's ex-wife, and she was doing the, chemo pimp cancer thing. So maybe Kelsey Rhae is a little bit more like Jessie Lee than Courtney, but that's not a good thing. That's not a good thing. But they definitely do not have as much power as Jessie Lee did in Prove It.
person, we're on a totally different time zone right here. Again, y'all drop your time zones in the comments below. I'm originally from the Eastern time zone, South Carolina, and it's like 7 or 8 hour difference. And so it's just crazy. Oh, and I forgot to say, by the way, if you guys
share this out. Share this out, and you can go into my draw to win something. I've been waiting for it because it's 4 minutes in. That's her regular thing. Let's see if I'm right.
Share this out, type in the comments the word shared. I will put your name into my weekly giveaway, and that's literally all you have to do. Hi, Boss Mar. No, I was in Munich this morning, and we flew. Okay, so I want to walk you guys through my day. First of all, can I just get a me in the comments if you care? And it's okay. Like, not that I need you to care, but like, do y'all really give a shit about how my day went? Like, I don't. Sometimes I'm like, do y'all even care about this stuff? Like, I don't even know. By the way, I'm recovering from a slipped disc.
Yeah, she was talking about this, her slip disc. Natasha? Spot on. When has she ever talked like this? Do you care about my day? That's a little bit insecure from her. Because she's usually talks like people do care, even though they probably don't. I know. It is a little bit sad. I and she was in Munich. Munich's lovely too. Hang on, have I been to Munich? Yes, have been to Munich, but I didn't do anything in Munich. I just was there overnight. I went to the Aldi in Munich. Just I was only there overnight. Um, I was gonna say something else. What was it? What was it? Oh, I can't remember. Do we care? Yeah, like obviously no one cares. Like I was watching a video about um Casey Neistat on YouTube the other day because he's a Zionist and yeah, I know Turkey would be so like so amazing to sort of but they did not oh her slip disc, that's what I was gonna say. But they did not seem to venture out of like where they were staying. You know what I mean? Like there was not anything fancy. I know when they went to Dubai and or Abu Dhabi or United Arab Emirates. Um, or have they gone there? I know when they went. No, it's usually I'm thinking of someone else, actually. I'm thinking of the Igenius people. And WFAT. These guys seem to really stick to their hotels, you know? They don't do unless you walk barefoot through the market of a foreign country where you don't know where you're going with a blindfold, sorry. Yeah. Yeah. So she did talk about having a slip disc while she was traveling. That sounds like a nightmare. Um, and I bet because she's a bit crunchy, she's like, I'm not gonna take any painkillers. Like, girl, take some painkillers. I had to I've got to look for a pharmacy in my new town so that I can get my opiate treatment stuff injection once a month. But I had an appointment with my prescriber and doctor yesterday and had to do a urine sample and I didn't know, so there was like seven drops of pee. I'm like, oh god, I didn't realize I was going to do this. And then they said, have you been taking so it was a drug test. Um have you been taking the I don't know what it's called in America. It's like a it's like a allergy thing. It's called promethazine and it's called Phenergan here in Australia. Like that's the business name of it. And I said, yeah, because of the mosquitoes, like I take it. And they said, oh, that's okay, because it just like said that you were tested positive to meth. I'm like, what? I'm like, no, I haven't been taking meth. Okay. So they said that sometimes they get a false positive for meth because promethazine does have meth in the middle of it. So there must be like a little aspect to meth to it. So I was like, oh shit. um, Probably eating some crusty snacks she had in her suitcase. Yes. Yeah, so that was quite funny because even though I'm on the opiate treatment program, if I go Sudafed, okay, yeah. I if I go to like if I have a bad toothache because I do have bad teeth, and I'm allowed to have I'm allowed to have a little bit of opiate, but like it will completely sort of like neutralize the Buvidol, which is my like that's the thing that helps deal with the addiction side of it. So yeah, it's not completely off the menu per se. And but you know, like these guys, they just don't want to use normal medication for anything, even though it's tested and released. Although how many people are left at the FDA? I wonder who they cut from the FDA. Because you would think that they would want to keep the, like, because they were making such a big deal about Maha, but then they got rid of a whole heap of people from Health and Human Services. So, and they cut people from the FTC. So we need to be shouting about MLMs even louder. But the good news is that all of the crap that's going on in America, it's making the guy here, because we have a federal election coming up, it's making him look bad and it's making him unpopular. And he's called Timu Trump as well. He sucks. He looks like a potato. Looks like potato Voldemort. Anyway, let's keep going.
Have traveled for 20 hours today. It is 1 a.m. here where we are, and I have not slept for 30, probably 4 hours at this point. So my brain's not working. I also have a lot of adrenaline rushing because I'm really excited
Go to bed.
to talk about what I'm talking about with you guys. And I love this stuff. I love helping other people accomplish what I have accomplished, which is just designing their own life and creating the freedom that they want financially and physically and mentally and emotionally. Okay, so y'all care. Okay. If y'all care, I need you to share it out, type in the comments. Share it out, type in the comments where it's shared. I have my vitamins here. I just have fish oil, magnesium, L-methylfolate, beef organ, NAC, turmeric, and some kind of nerve regenerative something.
Did she say beef organ? The beef organ supplement. Beef organ. Um, their brains never work on lives. It's crazy because they take so many supplements that are supposed to be good for the brain. And you didn't even know what one of them was? What? What? That's shit. But, yeah, exactly. You should know what you're putting in your body, and she doesn't know. Like, wouldn't you put a little label on it? Beef organ? What does beef organ give you? What the hell would you need a beef organ supplement for? Is it like that colostrum thing that Lisa Grossman fed him in? Like, colostrum, the beef colostrum thing was like, yeah, what a beef colostrum sounds like. Um, I don't know, like esophagus. It's got that same feeling of the word, and it just that's a bad branding if that's going to be the name of your company. How did it go? Who knows? Lisa Fed Grossman. Why did I say Fetterman? Because I was thinking of idiot Fetterman. I do not understand about the beef organ. Yeah, which organs? Why mad cow? We are not that far away from mad cow disease. Like, I don't eat a lot of beef anymore. Oh, no, I do. I have pie every night. It's got beef in it. Um, but it's like, you know, just the meat, just the rump or the shoulder or whatever. Yeah, if ketones are so great, why do you need all those other supplements? Yeah. And I have heard if you're traveling internationally, then you should that's for baby. Ooh, I don't know. Um if you're traveling with all those pills, you should have like a little insert of like what it is. Do you know what I mean? Like, or a little label. I know, like when I did travel, because I was on addicted to opiates at the time, I had like as much as I could bring without looking suspicious. and I would run out, but I would make sure, and my um antidepressant prescription, like always with like the labels and so on and so forth. Oh, true. The dog D one, fucking ivermectin. I was watching. There's this really good YouTube channel called Elephant Graveyard, and he takes apart Joe Rogan and a whole bunch of his ilk of comedians, and he did a breakdown of how Joe Rogan really became who he was and where he got the idea from and how he's changed. And yeah, the ivermectin is nuts. Like it's just crazy. Just crazy. Um the coffee enemas, what what a waste of time. What a waste of fucking time, you know? Oh. Oh, wow. I didn't realize that it's illegal in the US to carry any meds, including supplements, without the bottles. They just don't enforce it as much. Yeah, I think they're looking for fentanyl, you know? Yeah, yeah, I agree, Holly. Um, I think that was one of the sadder parts of Jessie Lee's final days is she spent them juicing for hours and getting enemas and sitting in infrared, and it's like, girl, spend time with your dogs. Also, is Wookie dead, Courtney? Can we can we see Wookie? That's what I'd like to know. And I suspect that she is, and that's very sad. Um, yeah, like I think on in the final days there was some regret there. That's just me guessing, you know. But yeah, it's bullshit. We have science, and science is so sophisticated. Does science change? Yes, because it's not set in stone. Science evolves and it finds new ways, and you know, like the way that they found Ozempic was through lizard s- lizard saliva, I think. Don't quote me on that. That's coming from like the depths of my brain, you know? Yeah. Kumba, way too skinny. Yeah. And Jessie Lee was a bad person, not a very nice person, really terrible person. She loved those fucking dogs, and the dogs were like, dogs are innocent. And we love dogs. I know. Courtney should have let Jessie Lee's ex have the dogs. It was ridiculous that she didn't. Wilted spinach a wilted spinach salad with toast for dinner. Okay, that is an unusual mixture. Like, what a wilted is that? That sounds like bad. What do you do to wilted? Yeah, I wonder too. Actually, so one of the most popular beef organ supplements is contains beef, heart, kidney, uterus, fallopian tubes, and ovaries. I won't be taking that anytime soon. Oh, gross. Hello, hello, Alexis. We're just looking at what supplements Kelsey Ray's taking, and there's a lot. And we like science. And just because science changes doesn't mean that we can't trust it. And just because there's a vaccine for COVID and they do it really quickly because there's a pandemic, a global pandemic, doesn't mean that we can't trust it. Okay? Okay. Thanks.
Letter I got that off of Amazon. We'll see how that works. I'll let y'all know. And then I have my keto chill. I drink this every single night to get good sleep. I want you to drop a line of Z's in the comments if you want some really good freaking sleep. Now listen, it's not like hardcore drugs. So of course, me having my slip disc, I haven't been getting sleep, but when everything's good with my body, this helps me sleep so good, and it actually helps to relax my body to the best of its ability. Hi, Francinity, what is up? Hi, you guys. Hi, Jerica, Boss Mar, fascinating to hear about you all. Tracy, thank you. I'm interested and learn about ketones. I get a chance to talk about it in Messenger. Yes, please send me a message. My DMs are always open. If you guys don't want to drop a $ in the comments, hey, that's fine. I don't blame you. I was a silent watcher too. I was the one who sat back and I watched and I observed, and I was like, I don't know, these things feel like fishy. They feel scammy. And then I opened up an entire world, an entire can of worms, if you will, when it comes to like how the rich get rich, how the rich get wealthy. And you know,
How interesting. Oh, that's what I thought it was too, Holly. Wilted in Australia, the way that we use wilted is like that it's like gone bad in the fridge. Yeah, take some chill and go to bed. Absolutely. Um, yeah, can of worms? That's actually a really good like description of MLMs. And I think it's Julie Joe who says this one. Um, which is that like if you were such a skeptic, there's no way you would have tried it. No way. But her auntie recruited her and Lindy, her sister, and she saw Lindy getting rich, and that's what it was about. Everybody knows. Everybody knows. And imagine the timeline where Kelsey Rhae gets rich from having this legitimate cleaning business. I mean, you look at some of the clean talk is huge. You can get sponsors from Scrub Daddy, like there's big money if you also like social media. Okay, there's YouTubes and clean talk is huge. So it, I think that it's interesting that she chose MLMs when presented with the two options.
how they do it by sales of some sort, whether most of them own businesses that's selling something to the generalized public. Okay, so if you can learn sales, you can build a business. If you can build a business, you can make millions. If you want to make millions, you can become wealthy, because I'm not going to just teach you how to make money, I'm going to teach you how to keep it. And if you really want to learn more about my journey and what I've been able to do to make a full-time income from my phone, put a $ in the comments.
This is true. Kelsey Rhae made good money on OnlyFans, but the prove it people shamed her being on OnlyFans. Yeah, Jessie, I covered it. So Jessie Lee in her final months did a recruiting boot camp or something like that, and she used it to shit on OnlyFans and shit on Kelsey Rhae directly. She didn't mention it. She didn't mention Kelsey Rhae's name, but that's the only person she could have been talking about. And Kelsey Rhae did make money on OnlyFans. She's gorgeous. Like, definitely. And it's not easy. That's not easy to make money on OnlyFans. A lot of people think it is. To be making a good living on OnlyFans is good. Yeah, the van life. Don't say that to her. She doesn't live in a van. She lives in an RV. She's done a reel about it. Okay. She's very upset with people who don't say that she lives in an RV. I'm like, what's the difference, girlfriend? Like, it's the same thing. But I don't think she understands wealth. Do you know what I mean? Because girlfriend thinks that she is more like Zuckerberg and Musk and things like that. No, sister. You're more like us, okay? And I'm not poor. Like, but we're all closer to each other than closer to the billionaires. All right? Um, I'm not rich either by any means. I'm probably I'd probably be considered middle class because I have like a blue collar job. Hang on, white collar job, you know? I don't get my hands dirty professionally. Well, sometimes I do, but I'm not doing manual labor, in other words. Yep. The most extremely wealthy people are born into wealth. Yep. Elon Musk, his father, was an emerald miner. And little Elon used to walk around while they paid slave labor. I think they got paid, but not very much. And he would walk around with emeralds in his pockets. He sucks. Um, uh, I'm trying to think of like I can't say anything else. I just hate Elon Musk so much. There's like a bunch of Tesla power sources on the way to my old school, and I'm like, I so want to like do something, but I won't probably won't drive out that way like again. But I wanted to put because I've seen some of the German ones where they've put like him doing the Nazi salute on it, and I'm like, hee hee, boo, boo to Elon.
Oh, and if you drop Z and Z's in the comments, I'm going to send you this right here. I'm going to send you the link to where you can read about what this is because it has Ashkelon in it. I love it so much, okay? So anyways, I woke up Tuesday morning. Also, it tastes phenomenal. I just love it. I can't taste nothing that tastes nasty. I can't drink nothing that tastes nasty. Can I get an amen? I'm not going to drink it. I don't care what it does. It could grow my hair 10 inches in 2 hours. I'm not drinking it if it tastes nasty, okay? So when I tell you that these taste good, I know I'm a stranger, but I'm just telling you, please try and trust me. Please try to believe me. It just tastes so good. Anyways, Tuesday morning. I was gonna show you guys a tour. It's not clean. I'll probably show you a tour tomorrow. I wanted to give you guys an update. I haven't been live in 5 freaking days. Can you believe that? 5 days, okay? Cherry, so good. Anyways, Tuesday morning, woke up about 7 a.m., got ready. Eric had boxing, and then I had to get my nails fixed. So I took Callie with me to get my nails fixed. Eric took Gabe with him. He went to boxing. I picked him up. He took me to we had some lunch, and then he took me to the airport, dropped me off. Listen, my flight wasn't leaving Charleston until like 2:50 p.m. And he took me there, which was my fault because I asked him to take me early because I had to check a bag, which I don't normally do. I always take a carry-on. You can let me know in the comments, do you take a carry-on or a checked-in bag? I would rather take a carry-on because I don't have to spend time checking it, unchecking it, all this extra stuff. And so anyways, I got there at 11:30. It took me 25-30 minutes to get through the entire TSA, and I got pre-checked. So I was like, I don't even know what I was thinking. I was there for 3 hours before I boarded. So finally at 2:50 p.m., I boarded from Charleston. I had a 1.5 hour flight to Washington, D.C. I got off at Washington.
Okay. I don't give a fuck. I just don't care. Who cares? Who cares? Also, if anyone does know about tarot, I'm like, me too. They pay me to be big brother here in the factory, but it took a lot of work to get here. I work security system. Yeah, exactly. Why do we need to know this? So I've been shuffling my tarot deck, and one card fell out, and it was the same card that Courtney got. I cannot believe that. Like, I've been shuffling them the whole time and I just dropped one. That's crazy. I know if anyone's watched Mac Attack's latest video, it's very good. It's very good, but I love star signs. So I was like, oh no. Mac Attack thinks I'm ridiculous. So I feel like this is like kind of like nonsense, but uh, I cannot believe that that came out. That's so crazy. Um, yeah. So yeah, the Mac Attack video, and Mac Attack like says, see if you can guess my star sign. I know the odds are crazy because there's like, I think there's 52 in the deck. It's 1 in 52. Um, it is, yeah. Mac Attack says like right at the end, oh, my birthday is November 2nd, and I'm like, oh my god, I was right. I predicted he was a Scorpio. And then he said, my birthday's not November 2nd. But then I felt bad that I assumed things about his personality. And then I felt fine. And I was like, oh my God. But the article that he wrote was ridiculous. And I liked the way that he said, um, like, if you were to talk about this as if it was gender, think about that. And it was a really good way of talking about it. A lot of people think star signs are nonsense, but I think they just didn't grow in a family where everyone was a Taurus. And like, I am an Aries. My one of my sisters is a Gemini, totally her, and the other sister's Cancer, totally her. And then my brother's Capricorn. It suits all of us. Like, seriously, we are all typical those. Absolutely. So yeah. I thought he might be a Scorpio, Virgo, or Taurus, actually. But then you look at Erin B's, she's definitely a Taurus as well, you know? All right, let's keep going.
DC, and then I had an hour layover there, and then I flew from Washington DC all the way to Munich, Germany, which was 8.5 hours or 7 hours in like 8 hours. It was an 8 hour flight, and I have a slipped disc in my back, so my back has been hurting all day. But oddly enough, throughout the day going, what am I trying to say? Throughout the day, it's actually gotten better. It's gotten a lot better. Like, I don't know if it's just because like I'm tired, adrenaline's running or what, but I don't really feel it right now. So I don't know. And by the way, you guys, tell me in the comments below, are you new here? There's been like, I say this every single, I'm mind blown at how many people are following me for my RV content, but like there's like 40,000 new followers on my Facebook, which is insane.
It is insane. I wonder how long they're going to last. 40,000, that's a lot to gain in one time. Scorpion and Slytherin and HP. Do you know what? I get Gryffindor every time I do a quiz, and it drives me fucking nuts because I don't want to be a Gryffindor. I want to be Ravenclaw. But that makes me a Gryffindor, like, because the rebel spirit. So every time I think of that, I'm like, no, I'm smart, not smart. I'm smart. I want to be. I don't want to be a fucking Gryffindor. Anyway, I wonder. I wonder if it was like reciprocal following, because she joined all those RV. I'm pretty sure she would have joined, like, sorry, I don't know that she joined RV groups, but I'm pretty sure she would have. Oh, eclectic meme. Those that goes together very nicely. Um, yeah, I don't know, sister. Like, if is it genuine followers? Like, did her engagement change? I wonder. I'll have to check it out. I haven't. I know she talked about gaining a whole heap of subscribers. I mean, not subscribers, followers. But I wonder if the engagement is up, because Kristen Wyatt from Bellamy / Soul People / Q Sciences, she talks about all the time about how like she's got this amazing like performing content, and it's two likes and a comment, and it's like, anyway.
Insane. So anyways, y'all say new in the comments if you are, but regardless, make sure you share it out. Type in the comments where shared. I'll put your name into my weekly giveaway. So anyways, I am Miss Melissa. I know you mean well when you say that, but girl, yes, I am. I am so, I'm exhausted. My eyes are bloodshot freaking red. My head hurts. I'm just so tired. I didn't have a good dinner like I thought I was going to. Janine, I'm going to give you guys.
Go to bed. 100% Natasha. Um, a single mum to be posting everywhere. She's going in an RV by herself with her kids. Yeah. Don't don't be like planning out your road thing like the next time you go on the road and because she's gonna have meet and greets, she said. I know that she is gonna be on for another 4 minutes, so but yeah, why did you do this? You didn't have to. You didn't have to, sister. I'm gonna have a look at her Facebook and see how her engagement is going.
A room tour tomorrow because Courtney's in there going live right now, and it's a mess. So I really kind of wanted to clean it up before I give you a room tour. Hi Jessica, what is up, girl? Kind of new, Heather. I love it. I love it. Hi Alicia, what is up? Finally got you live. I'm not new. I know. I see you, girl. I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you guys so much. By the way, if you are an OG or a VIP or whatever you would like to call yourselves, thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for liking. Thank you for just supporting me, sending your energy my way, and just always hyping me up. I see your comments. I see your names. I see your faces. Thank you. It means a lot to me because I literally would not be where I'm at without you guys supporting me. So thank you. So yeah, 8-hour flight. My seat was not like reclining a lot. I don't know what was going on. It was like maybe broken or something. I don't know. It wasn't that best of a flight. It wasn't that great of a flight. Words are not easy for me right now, okay? They're not. And if you're watching this, please share it out. Type in the comments the word shared. And if you're new and we have not had a conversation about how you can actually make money from your phone the real, legit way and how I can teach you, you should be dropping a $sign in the comments or immediately messaging me. I'm never going to cold message you. This is what I do. I help people break free from the matrix, create the
She had to go and mention the Matrix, didn't she? Um, yeah, exactly. Like, it is concerning that she's tired. She had a bad day. She's got a slip disc, and she went live. The announcement. The Matrix is a movie. Doesn't exist, girlfriend. So sick of them talking about the freaking Matrix. And you're never going to cold message anybody. Just because they message you first or drop a $sign in your live video doesn't mean that it's not a cold message. You don't have a relationship with If you don't have a relationship with this person and you message them, that's a cold message. Just because they have given you permission for them to send you a message doesn't mean it's not a cold message. God damn.
life that they want to live, specifically moms, women, okay? And I help you guys literally create the life that you want.
Just moms and women, because non-binary people can be parents. Wait, I've never heard her. Oh no, she has been transphobic before. I remember it's in the depths of my mind somewhere along there. Oh, I am gonna do a live about this awful Australian Monate person who's really transphobic. So stay tuned for that. And Scotty Hobbs. After I saw JJ's video on Scotty Hobbs, I'm like, and JJ even said, I want people to cover him. I'm like, I want to cover him because he's terrible. So yeah, I'm gonna do a Scotty Hobbs one and this awful freaking Monate person. But yeah, there's other people who are mobs.
And it all starts with learning a skill set, like how to make how to build a brand, how to create content. I teach you all these things. So put a $sign in the comments. So whatever, we got off the flight from Munich. We had a 5.5-hour layover in Munich, Germany, which I love Munich, Germany. I've been there one other time before. And then we flew from Munich, Germany to Antalya, Turkey. And getting here, we had such a hard time with our rooms. We had a situation with our rooms with like, we have, this event is a Fraser Brooks event. If you don't know who that is, go look him up. He's chef's kiss, like knows his ish. He's amazing. And it's his event. And so these tickets are like not cheap. Okay. So we're like, what do you mean you'll see? Anyways, it was a whole thing. We got it figured out. We're in our room, put ourselves in our room. We got ready. We went to dinner, ran into some friends, and now we're back at the hotel. It is 1 a.m. It's 1 a.m. It's like 6, 7 p.m. at night. I'm about to call the babies and tell them good night. But I wanted to hop on here live really quickly with you guys and just kind of share my...
I'm sorry, what? First thing you did is get on live and not call your children? Mm-hmm. We watched her video where she was talking about how her and Eric were separating, and the person who their first priority was themselves. She made that statement. My first priority is me. I don't think that there's many people in our circle who would say the, themselves before their kids. I understand that self-care is important, right? You need to be healthy for yourself if you're going to be healthy for your kids, etc., etc. But I think in a situation where you're separating and like they've been living with Eric for a lot of the time, and even though Gabe is not his biological son, I'm sure that he calls him dad, and like they've got a relationship. So how could you not be putting the children first? That's just my opinion. I'm watching a reel from Kelsey Rhae on Facebook, and she went up on the stage, and she and Courtney listed themselves as 250K earners. 250K earners. I thought you earned more than that, actually. So interesting.
Give you guys an update, show you my nighttime routine. I take magnesium before bed and turmeric, because turmeric helps with inflammation. Magnesium helps relax your muscles. It's been doing wonders for my back. I take the keto chill. Drop some Z's in the comments if you want me to send you more details about that. And then that's really kind of it. And if you are watching this and you want to help support me, make sure you share this out. Type in the comments where it's shared. I'll be live again tomorrow. I'm hoping and praying at some point in time, probably the same time. Maybe giving you guys a tour. It depends on what the day looks like. It's gonna look very crazy. And so make sure you guys watch my stories. I post in my stories, like I'm live literally in my stories. I'm posting every few minutes in my stories, and I've gotten really good at like multitasking. So when you watch me and how I show up on social media, understand that I have a system for it, and you get access to that system. You get access to resources and tools and things that you can utilize to make this an actual business where you get to stay home and enjoy time with your kids or yourself or your husband or your family or just whatever, and where you can actually generate some income based off of your name and put the work into your brand instead of somebody else's brand or somebody else's business, or maybe just staying home and struggling because you have one income household. And so again, put $signs in the comments below. Let's have a conversation if we have not done so already. I love you guys so much. Thank you for being here. Again, I'm trying to give you guys a tour tomorrow. As you can see, my eyes are like, I can't. I need to like literally lay down and go to sleep. I love y'all. Okay.
So do that, girlfriend. Do that. So I just have to update. It was only Kelsey Rhae who was on the 250K. The girl next to her looked like Courtney, but it wasn't. So Courtney might have been on the more expensive. Like they had like a little shout out on the stage, and they got A high five from Fraser Brooks. Woo! Hang on. All right. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Isn't that sad? How are you letting the scammery if you're posting like a teenager? Yeah. Yep. 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 What was the point in this life if she couldn't call her kids? All she did was ramble about nothing. Absolutely. It's like, what was that live? I traveled. I traveled to Turkey for this network marketing thing. It's a flex. It's a flex for both of them. Look at me. I'm jet setting to Turkey. It's amazing. I can't believe this freedom that I have. Tell us again how expensive it was, because if you were, full of all this freedom, you wouldn't be mentioning how much it was. The money doesn't matter, right? So okay, so she said, "Oh, we've got our Twitch. Thanks, Twitch spammer. Bit late in the stream there, Twitch spammer. I'm sorry on TikTok if I haven't said anything. I got diamonds the other day when I was on TikTok. It was a Courtney stream, and I don't know how to use the diamonds, but someone gave me some diamonds. I was like, "Ooh, what do I do with these?" And yeah. Okay, we'll have a quick looky-loo at her Facebook, and then we got to pull the card for her. No, that's not what we want. What is it? Let me just go to the screen. All right. So let me swap these. Oh, that's still a bit small. Let me make her bigger. So this is the 250K club. And then we're going to get a real close-up look at her side boob. Great. I don't care about that, but I don't know. Is it professional business? Oh, sorry, that's the cord of my light. It says from stages to poolside. I'm her. Is that supposed to be here? Stay in school, kids. I'll never lose myself. I'm bad at spelling. I should shut the fuck up. Even though I'm an English teacher, I'm probably a better speller than most people, but I'm bad at spelling for an English teacher anyway. I'll never lose myself again in motherhood because my kids deserve a whole mom. People who have parents who work have whole parents. Just shut the fuck up. Not a broken one who gave up on her. Oh, I don't want the sound. I can't read that, so we'll get the side bit. Oh my god. Not a broken one who gave up on her dreams. People who work are not giving up on their dreams, like work 9 to 5. People who are not in MLMs don't give up on that's not giving up on their dreams. My biggest mission in life isn't just to raise good kids, it's to raise emotionally healthy, confident, successful adults. That means healing myself, growing every day, and showing them what it looks like to chase joy, purpose, and financial freedom. Clap, clap, clap. Being a stay-at-home mom is beautiful, but why don't she put a space after her period? But being a stay-at-home mom who makes money, lives boldly, and loves who she's becoming, that's powerful. Crying face. Let them watch you evolve. Let them know they were never the reason you gave up. Fuck all the way off. Don't put that on kids. If you're saying if you do give up, blame your kids. Maybe I'm just reading that wrong. I don't know. They were your reason you didn't give up. Like, don't put any of that on your fucking kids. If you feel this in your soul and you're doing it for them and for you, comment me. I want to see who's built different out here. Who's healing, building, and refusing to shrink. You don't need to be in an MLM to refuse to shrink. This person, I get called selfish. Hmm. So does Kelsey Rhae. She does get called selfish. I'll call her selfish, but not because she's doing it for her kids. She's doing it for herself. That's not a lot of engagement for somebody who just gained 40,000 people. Just saying. And she has been, I think she's got a banging body. She looks amazing. She's been talking about how small she is, and this dress does not, maybe it's a bad camera angle. It is from down beneath, because clearly she's fine. This is the post we read yesterday. See, when we were talking about Courtney's outfit, yeah, exactly. Sometimes people decide not to pursue what they dreamed about because they grew as a person. And sometimes it evolves. Like, I love drama and I love the theater, and I've done a lot in theater, but media, I love media now, and I love producing videos and things like that. Um, see how so Courtney had this is like $800, and the skirt didn't end up looking too short. I think it looked okay and okay length. But this one's got 9 comments and 80 likes or hearts. You're either being, when someone with a college degree in a field they don't have a job in, that's in student loan debt, tries to tell me to get a real job, but I'm free of debt and make a 6-figure salary with no degree. And I taught myself how to do it. Did you teach yourself? I don't think so. You've had mentors as well. And here she is shitting on education yet again. I would say that this is obviously personal. Someone's obviously said this to her. Um, I'm I have a college degree working in that field. I do have student loans. It's different in Australia, like the way you pay it back. But I'm hoping, because our government, so the equivalent to our Democrats, are probably going to have to join with the Greens, and our Greens are pretty powerful. They are elected, they're a proper party, they represent at state and local level as well as federal level. So they're much different to like the Jill Stein party of America. And we have quite a lot of independents. So it is possible that the Labor Party, so that's the ones like the Democrats, will have to have a government working with them. And I think they're going to cut some of our student loans. Because as I said before, our Timu Trump is not popular. Not getting a job in the field you studied isn't bad. At least you're not at least not a lot of the time. Yeah. When I started my career, which was 2002, all right, and no, it would have been 2003 when I heard this statistic. It was already changing that people would go through a number of different careers in their lifetime. It used to be that you just had one career. And already then they were predicting that people were going to be having, like different careers. And then a lot of the careers these days that people are going to be in hasn't been invented yet. So how do you prepare for that? And it's like, fine, you're either selling or being sold to. No, I'm a teacher. That's not a sales job. I mean, it is in a way, but you know what I mean? Like, I don't have to sell. This was from 2 years ago that she went to. Was this Antilla this year? Oh, she had an OnlyFans hoodie on in that one. I don't like those shoes. That's just my opinion. That's what we just watched today. So, hang on, let's go up to the top because I just want to see how many followers she has. So she's 162K followers. All right. Yeah, I love that. Like, I think being able to be in a different career is really like that's a skill, you know? That's great. Oh my God, I didn't realize she had her follower count on her Facebook header. Oh, cringe. Um, she's got 162K followers and her latest reel has 73 likes, 6 comments, and 2 shares. That engagement is nothing. Like, are you kidding? I don't have a calculator near me. Let me see if I can do the math. What's 162? Oh, hang on. How many? 73 divided 162. 1, 2, 3 times 100. 0.04. Everybody, 0.04. 0.04% engagement on that live. Well, how many views? Hang on, sorry. Let's see. Is it got the views? Oh God, what the hell did I do there? Who are these white people? Who was that? I don't know who that was. Okay. Have we got the amount of views? Is it on here? I don't think it is. Stay at home mom. It doesn't tell us how many people have watched it. Okay. Yeah, well, that's what I was thinking when she said 40K. Like, girl, I got 5K on Instagram because Brody, it's my opinion that Brody Nitro sent them after me and other inagic haters. Um, yeah, I think so too. Like, she's stunning. She's got gorgeous hair. Like, why not just do that? That's you can get a good fucking like money out of that. Okay. One more thing. We're gonna pull a card for her. If you would like me to pull a card for you, just say so. Drop a dollar sign in the comment. No, I'm kidding. Please don't do that. All right. So we're gonna say, how's Kelsey Rhae gonna go in the future? Like what's gonna happen? And let's get rid of this picture. All right. And maybe like we should pull one for them together because they've been like doing this thing together. I hope you can hear me because I'm a little bit far away from the mic. All right. Let's go, Courtney. I mean, Kelsey Rhae. Ooh, okay. So we've got the 8 of bones. All right. If we're looking at the picture, come on. Are you going to focus? Camera, come on. Oh, yeah, we almost had it there. So you can see the 8 of bones. They're not all straight. They're a little bit out of order. It's not symmetrical. There's a little bit of schmutz on it. Is it gold, though? There's a little bit of gold sparkle on it, okay? Now let me see if I can do this with one. Oh, thank you, Wet James. What do we reckon, people? Seems like it's also like maybe there's a pile of problems or there's a pile of things that need to happen. Or she's got a lot on her plate. You know what I mean? Okay. Let's have a look at what the book says. Nothing wrong with reading the book. Okay, so the bones are the equivalent of wands, I think. Yep. So, what is the Eight of Bones? So the Eight of Bones, ow. It means momentum, sudden movement. Move, go, don't let yourself lose momentum. It's right on your heels, so now is not the time to catch your breath. You're so close. Just keep moving, keep running, keep going. And the reverse is taking a pause and slowing down. I think this one's a reverse one as well, just like the other one, honestly, and because to me, when I first saw it, it made me think that there's a pile. Like there's so many levels and there's a lot on this, you know? All right, let's have a look at what it is. Eight of Wands. I think the Eight of Wands is one that's it is about movement. Eight of Wands definitely is about movement. Wherever you get your meanings from, it's up to you. You can do it. So it symbolizes fast-paced change, action, and alignment. It does symbolize travel. Like maybe if she was to stop doing the prove it thing, like she could use that movement. I'm only out of broken dreams and scared. Yes. Yes. And it's a downline as well. Because they're all like stacked underneath each other. Oh my god. Yes. See, I love this collaborative approach. Crazy. Yes. And in an Eight of Wands or Eight of Bones or whatever, there is movement. So perhaps if she was to move in that direction of something that is being successful, like the RV stuff, do that. Stop scamming people with prove it ketones, girlfriend. Like, because we know that she's got skill as a content creator. Like, can she turn around and not do rage bait? Absolutely. Absolutely. So yeah, that's interesting. Okay, one more card. This is the Courtney and Kelsey Rhae card. All right. So thank you everybody for being here. This has been fun. Been having a good time. Thanks to the bot on Twitch. I don't know how you get people on Twitch. Like, how do you get viewers on Twitch? Because I know that Hassan Piker, he's got pretty big people on Twitch. My favorite political podcast, The Majority Report, they have pretty good audience on Twitch. But see, when you do YouTube, you do like you can put hashtags, so you can get sort of like people come to get recommended your video and that sort of thing. But I have to say, if you ever go incognito on your YouTube homepage, it's very male orientated on like just what YouTube gives you naturally. a lot of male content creators. So, all right, we're thinking of Courtney Alexander Shepherd. She's still using the last name. And Kelsey Rhae. We've got what's their thing called again? Next Level Results. They're working together. They're doing something new, but no. All right, have a look at Mabel there. Mabel's having a roll around. She's a sausage roll. My sister's going to laugh at that one. Treek, shout out to Treeka. She left a message on the last one because she got the turkey bit. And thanks for everybody who indulged me in my rhyming slang yesterday. All right, Kelsey Rhae, Courtney, their business. Let's pick a card, any card, any card. Ooh. Let's go. What do we got? The Wheel of Fortune. No way. Ooh. Freaking hell, Mabel's still rolling around in the background there. I got Wheel of Fortune. That's interesting. Come on. Let's do it. Let's go. It does not want to focus. I think because of the light. There's light coming off of it. All right, so we've got... Oh, it doesn't help that I'm moving it as well. Oh my God, this is so frustrating. I'm sorry, everybody. Try and hide my face so it doesn't try to... So we've got the 4 bats. I love it, Demi. She's the Wheel of Time. Wheel of Fortune. Hold still. Focus. Come on. Okay, so there's an eye in the middle. Then we've got leaves. There's like around the edge, you can see that it is like a thorny branch around the outside. It's got the cobwebs which go through to the center and the 4 bats. Oh, that's a little bit clearer. I just... I know, aren't they cute? Now, the Wheel of Fortune is a positive card. Oh no, everybody's getting into it now because I sense the end of the stream. How do they know? I saw a dog on Instagram yesterday who their person was about to... Is it like a carer, like a therapy dog, and they knew that the person was going to pass out and they got them sitting down. They went to the fridge and got them water and got their phone. I was like, oh my God, dogs are amazing. Okay, so yeah, dog party. Maybe the all-seeing eye in the center. Could that be their subconscious? Like that they are like somebody's watching you. They're both Christian. Could that represent God to them? Like God's watching you, being surrounded by these things, which, like can be negative. Like also it could represent the cult because you think about the thorny branches. What do we put thorny branches around? We put things around like that we don't want other people to penetrate, and you've got these 4 bats who may be trying to penetrate. Courtney's got 3 kids and a husband. That could be maybe something that represents it. But that could be the insular world. And the eye could be something to do with like looking out from inside the cult and inside the MLM, but you can't get in or out. because of the barriers that exist, you know? All right, that's just the image. That was complicated. All right, let's see what the book says about the Wheel of Fortune. Like I said, Wheel of Fortune is generally um considered a positive card. So upright, shift of luck or cycles, and reversed, it's bad luck. The Wheel of Fortune is the changing of the tides. A major shift is coming and the wheel is about to turn again. If you've been experiencing a bout of bad luck, it's good news for you. However, if you're on a winning streak, it may be time to prepare for a storm ahead. Nothing lasts forever. Ooh, okay. That could be Herbalife acquiring Prove It, because they were on a winner and then they lost Jessie Lee, and it seems like they've bounced back from that. Not really, but you know what? That's what they think. Mm, interesting, interesting. All right, we'll do Wheel of Fortune on a traditional deck and see what it says. It does symbolize change, fate, and the cyclical nature of life, often signaling a significant shift, whether positive or negative, is on the horizon. You think about that with the other card we pulled for them. Um, Courtney has been going through a lot of changes with her family life. Now prove it is going into Herbalife. Yeah, absolutely. Like when someone like the Tower card it would be perfect for her. Um, so with Courtney, if it's got that change, but then she's got that giving away stuff, that hand, you know, and I even said it was a ghost hand. Is that Jessie Lee? Is that Jessie Lee's hand? Who gave her so much, but maybe that's running out. And so that's the change. Because I I don't think she's dealt with her grief. She doesn't talk about going to therapy, you know? And she was there to the end with Jessie Lee. She did shitty things afterwards, which happens when you're dealing with grief and you don't process it. And then with the Wheel of Fortune with Kelsey Rhae's is complete change. Yeah, wow. Like the movement of the daggers, no, the bones movement and the wands. Changes go around Courtney, but Courtney still hasn't changed. Yeah, and that's maybe what she needs to do. Okay. You should see the girls. They'll like pin Murphy down and just like attack him. Like playing, but it's quite funny. Does someone want to come and say hello? You're just gonna play over there. Everyone gonna play over there. We're gonna go and clean under the house because we're gonna pack up to move, but still looking for a house. Keep your fingers crossed. And yeah, I will. I'll probably do another one soon. And yeah, we'll see what it is. We've got some Monate transphobes and Scotty Hobbs from Make Wellness, formerly of Beachbody. All right. Thank you for being here. I've really appreciated your company. I think it's really fun to do the tarot. And for especially for the Christians, like, can you imagine if I did that to Veronica Bay? She would think I was like a demon because they think tarot decks are just like evil. All right. I will see everybody on the next one. If you can like and subscribe, that'd be great. And I'll see you next time. Bye.